Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Hollywood Modeling, and welcome back to another kit review. And today we will be looking at Dragons SDK set 138, Panzerjäger 38, Marder 3H, Fahrgestell 38T Ausf. That's a smart kit, 650 parts. Just picked this up for a good price, I think, €39, from a local hobby shop. The kit was produced in 2009, as you can see right here. It comes with 2 marking options, apparently. Kit number is 6420. And, of course, we have some nice kit drawings on the side here. Different types of mufflers, 2 different muffler systems. A nice rear engine fighting compartment, a nice travelogue, nice interior detail. No, it's the lower hull here. And we have a DS tarp. A tarp! I don't have to make a tarp for myself. Yay, a tarp. The back of the box, typical Dragon cat drawings. We have some photo etch here, like photo etch, perforated lateral sheets for rear basket made by Slide Molds. Ooh. The toolbox, of course, is PE. Some of the shell racks are PE. It comes with an aluminum gun barrel, so that's nice. And yeah, and then the engine, nice. And magic tracks, even better. It's getting better by the minute here. That looks like a cool kit, and considering I paid €40 for that, I'm quite happy right now. So let's just open the shrink wrap and take a look inside. I actually have a crew for this, so I'm quite, yeah, in a good position to build a nice dio with this thing. Sadly, I cannot use this for the Heil Hunter's sake, because although it says Panzerjäger, it's not a Jagdpanzer. It's a well-stuffed box, you can see that, but let's just go through it in the typical order, and let's start out with the instruction sheet, shall we? It's a typical Dragon instruction sheet, box art, and then in blue we have all the parts that we don't use. Looking for the metal barrel on the instruction sheet. It doesn't tell me that there should be one, but the box tells me one. Let's hope that this isn't one of those kits that Dragon was so smart to take out the metal barrel, because if they did, I will be pissed. And as my box states there should be one, I can contact them and ask them to send me one. Anyways, as I said, the blue parts are the ones that we won't use in the build of this kit. I assume it's typical, yeah, it is typical, no, it's non-typical Dragon instructions. We do not start out with the suspension system, but we start out with some of the interior here. We build some of the storage, ammo storage, because that goes inside our lower hull. And we start assembling the suspension system, part of the suspension system, the back plate, the fenders. That's the typical 38T here, 38T construction. Put them in place. We won't put the magic tracks in place just yet. We build up the engine and the gearbox, put them in place. Sadly, they won't be well, visible in the idea that I have in mind for it. The machine gun with an ammo belt, which is quite cool. The differential, so there's quite a lot of interior detail here. The engine ventilation system, tools, comes with photo etch tool clamps, so that's cool. Spare tracks, quite a lot of spare tracks. All kinds of stuff that goes on the fenders. the muffler system, and again we have two different kinds of mufflers that we can choose from here. The gun. I'm a bit pissed right now because it looks as if there is no metal barrel, but that would make me mad. The box was still shrink wrapped, so you see. Well, yeah. Gun assembly. Putting it all together, putting the tarp on top if you want. I might do that. It's actually quite nice. Looks cool. Now we have the two marking options here. Unidentified unit Eastern Front 1943, unidentified unit Eastern Front 1944. So that limits my options, but I will find a way to find maybe different marking options for Marder 3H. So that's the instruction sheet. Let's take a look in the box. Dragon card with a big bag of magic tracks. So they are not handed. They are the same on both sides. Clear parts. Yay. 3 frets of photo etch and a small decal sheet with bottom cards and some markings for the ammo cases. Another bag is clear parts. As I said, there's a small piece of PE right there, and there are 2 bigger threads of PE. This is the 38T thread, I think, yeah, for the engine cover. Okay, this is in there twice, so that's superfluous, I guess. And then we have the normal photo etch fret for the kit. Normal photo etch. Then it comes with this pre-bent mesh. As I told you guys, this is for the fighting compartment basket for spent shells. And it is already pre-bent, so I don't have to do the bending, which is quite cool because I probably would have screwed that. Well, as I'm not that good at bending. Photo etch. Nope. As I feared, there is no metal barrel in here, which makes me kind of mad. Although I didn't expect one to be in there, but when I saw the box and it said there is one, well, you would expect one, don't you think? Okay, we have parts flying around in the back here. That's not cool. Where did that come from? That's off of one of those screws. That's never cool. Yeah. We have sprue B. That contains the fenders and parts for the rear deck, parts for the front deck, mufflers, the machine gun ammo belt, the machine gun itself, which is a 2-piece assembly, and it has nice detail, the smoke launchers for the back of the muffler, which probably won't be used on this one, if I remember correctly. And yeah, just some fender detail. Toolbox, which will be replaced by the photo etch box. And a jack block without much detail on it, much wood grain or anything. Here we have, yeah, that's the D-sprue. That's engine detail, and I bet you fell off there. Yeah, exactly, that's part number 24 on the D-sprue. That came right from here. That's interior detail. We have parts for the differential, the gearbox, engine. We've got the seats for inside, the radio, and some toolbox, it looks like. Yeah. That might be a toolbox. Actually, there's not that much plastic in here, but it's not that big of a vehicle to start with, as the chassis of the 38T isn't that big. We have even more superstructure parts. We have the fighting compartment here. This we have in there twice. Those are storage racks that go in the back for the spent ammo shells. We have ammo racks here. Some parts for the gun assembly. Another radio. And just some small pieces that go inside the fighting compartment. And some shells here. That's nice. 4 shells. Then we got the A-sprue, which contains the suspension. We've got the rope wheels, we got the sprockets, idlers. We've got multiple sprockets here. Those are the options, okay, yeah, for the late and early war modifications. But this is a late war one, so yeah. Gotta go with the late war ones. Yeah, nothing much to add here. Just the roll wheels. And there is the typical Dragon Continental right up on them. Just take off the last stroke of the U and you have Continental, which is the right name of the tires. We've got barrel cleaning rods, wire cutters, and a fire extinguisher. And a plate that I don't know where it goes. Tools without clamps. That's cool. So we have to use the photo etch clamps. Yeah, normally I cheat myself out of using them, but this time that won't be possible. And another bigger fire extinguisher. And we have a sprue that looks like a radiator, a jack, and even more engine parts. Yep. Not many sprues left, guys. We're almost through the box. As I said, there's not much plastic in there, but that was to be expected as it's a small vehicle. I'm just still a bit disappointed that there is not the promised metal barrel in there. That's kind of a bummer. That looks like the front plate of the fighting. Well, that might be turret front plate, but there is no turret on this one. And the muffler. Yeah, that's a 38T sprue, and I guess that's it. This is turret front plate. The glasses. The turret. So we won't use that. Here is that's the front plate of the fighting compartment on the chassis. And that's the back plate. So those are here as well. And they're nicely detailed. And it tells me to take this off later. So we'll see. And we have ammo storage boxes, ammo cases, ammo shells. Sadly no spent, oh no, yeah, here are 3 spent ammo shells, so that's nice. But the resin figures I have, they come with resin ammo shells, so I might just use those. The molding is crisp as always with Dragon, very, very good quality. And we have the gun, yeah, that's the gun. It's a slight molded gun, so it's not that much of a problem. It still stings though, that the promised metal barrel isn't in there. Just, yeah, it's sad, but it is what it is. The gun assembly, just very detailed, fiddly small parts. I will have fun with that. And last but not least, we have the hull tub and the tarp. Tarp. What are you tarping on about? This is a nicely done DS tarp out of the Dragon styrene. It already has the right shape to go over the top, and it's really, really nice. This is just to protect the vehicle from, Air Force strikes of the US or Russian Air Force. As this is an Eastern Front, I'd rather say Russian Air Force. And we have the hull tub, which is the typical Marder 3 hull tub, a bit hyper-extended 38T hull tub, which would end right here. And the riveting detail is exquisite. Look at all those rivets. Yeah. So that's the box. Nothing in here. Let's sum up what I think of this kit. And again, just to show you guys, bonus aluminum gun barrel. Not in here. What I think of the kit. The kit itself is a really, really nice, really cool kit. The downfall of it is missing parts that are advertised on the box. I know that Dragon has done this. Or, to be more precise, and I talked about this ad nauseum at one of my earlier kit reviews of the Panther. they have changed the boxes though, so you knew that the part you were looking for wasn't in there because it wasn't advertised on the back of the box. They changed that apparently. They just took out the parts without notifying the customer. And that's just bad practice, guys. You don't do this. It's the same as if I would just, I don't know, tell my university professors, well, yeah, or just hand in a paper, and in the middle of the paper is missing. Just because I said, yeah, well, I made it that way, without notifying them. Or I changed the topic of something, without telling them. I wouldn't like that either, so I don't like that. On a scale from 1 to 10, I give this a 7.5, just because of that. Otherwise, it would have probably scored around the 9 range. The molding is nice. All the detail that or all the extra parts you get, like the DS tarp, the photo etch threads, everything, really nice. But advertising and non-delivering, not cool to me. So I have to subtract some points. That's why it's a 7.5 out of 10. I still recommend that if you can get it for a very good, reasonable price at around 30 to 40 euros, go ahead and get it if you're looking for a tank destroyer, Marder 3H. Thank you guys for watching this kit review, and I hope I see you guys around the next time. This is Ausf Modeling. Bye for now. May the force be with you. Bye, guys.